here later this week unless they can make a miraculous comeback and then go win in the Garden. They trail by 21 to start the fourth. Gone to the bench for Tony Bradley, veteran big man. And Corey Kispert inside and no.
So coming down from them type of heights. But you're right. He will be and should be on one of the all-defensive teams.
Hawks down 22 here. Townsend, Brunson, and along with Anunoby, the three New York starters. Townsend will pick up the foul as he swiped at the shot, leading the Hawks to a surprise season. They both get depth in both of those organizations. It talks about building a foundation around young players like Alexander Walker and Daniels, Johnson, Okongwu, acquiring Jonathan Kuminga from where he used to work at Golden State. And Reg, they have New Orleans pick in this draft this year. They've got a 7-8% chance of getting a lottery pick, very high lottery pick. McCollum, like a snake inside. Bradley kept it alive for Alexander Walker. They get it to the corner next. Active hands all night long, forcing yet another turnover.
All right, partner. Has been the deflections and active hands here.
Towns on the pitch, Anunoby from deep, and that's the triple-double for Karl Anthony Towns, the 7th Knick playoff triple-double. 4th Knick to have a playoff triple-double. You see the names there, including Walt Clyde Frazier, who had 4. Kispert for 2. Clyde had VIPs here tonight.
Still styling, right?
Oh, styling and profiling every single night.
Here's that back screen from Brunson on OG.
This time Kuminga was ready for it. Towns on his own. From the very top of the building of the import of this season. And the expectations thereof. McBride the foul. And cheering you here are the Knicks fans who are acknowledging Towns checking out with 20 points, 10 boards, 10 assists. Bradley rolls to the basket. Alexander Walker pitches it. Kispert along. Look at Kuminga go up and get it over Clarkson. Bradley coming over after the Pacers waived him. Signed at the end of the year. His 8th NBA team. 9:15 to go. Clarkson at Kispert. Bradley gets the board. Kuminga cruises it to Rich. How important is it for?
Try to find something that can work for you, a play, a move, especially individual players that you can carry to Tuesday. And if you're in New York, you continue to put your foot on their throat and let them know that games 2 and 3 are an aberration. You guys are not in this series, or are you coming back? There's a block shot by OG, another one.
He got Kispert and is out of bed. Alexander Walker catches the spray. Trey. The rest of the team is 3 of 26 from deep.
Wow. Another back cut. And if you're Quinn Snyder, you are going to have
playoffs. Talking about the playoffs, you love to always talk about this is a coach's time of the year as well in the postseason.
Oh, this is when coaches get hyped.
Blessed to call.
Johnson.
Towns ready to work with the
Cat, I like
set
it.
of tonight's headlines brought to you by Chili's. The challenge was successful. It was last touched by the Hawks. The Knicks have it.
Oh, foul. They're going to call it.
And during the timeout, the coach and player there.
I see nothing wrong with giving instruction. It just looks, people think it looks bad because that's his dad.
Kispert 3. And most assistant coaches aren't going to go back at a star of the team like that, but they've done it their whole life, right? I mean, they get it. It's in the gym. Deuce of 3. And the lead's up to 23. course, we saw last night LeBron alley-oop to Bronny as part of the Lakers win. Kuminga scores. Stunning late comeback in Houston. Among others on that Laker bench gave J.J. Redick's team good minutes. Rockets on the brink of elimination in that 3-0 series. Anunoby around Kuminga. Robinson on the glass.
Also, too, let's give Mike Brown a lot of credit. Didn't change anything in his starting lineup. That was the call to bench Mikal Bridges. Bridges, though, he's been on the bench a long time, allowing Deuce and Jordan Clarkson and Deuce McBride to...
He'll get one more breath in multiple ways tonight. 20 points, 6.5 to go. In a very stop and start local edition for you Subway riders of this fourth quarter. Not the Express at all. McBride, Deuce, Trace.
And you wonder why Deuce is on the floor instead of Mikal Bridges? That's the reason. Floor spacer.
All of his shots have been threes tonight. Picks up a foul here. 3 of 5 from deep on the evening. Mike Lee over there engaging a conversation with Scott Foster. Spike in that second row must feel restrained.
Looks a little weird, right?
He's like, how about the people sitting in front of Spike? They've had quite a night. Entertainment in front of them and behind them. Halfway through now this fourth quarter. Robinson coming to set the screen for Brunson. Spinning on Daniels. Lob to Robinson. Hawks were ready for it. Ball hit the rim. McBride again. And Anunoby on the glass. OG double-double. 22 and 10 boards.
Knicks have just absolutely destroyed the Hawks.
That's beautiful.
Rebounding. Look at this.
Having time.
That was the chef's kiss right there.
Kuminga trying to get going, and Anunoby there.
Game 5.
Did you notice? Did you notice that the building, your own building, was a bit against you?
Yeah, you hear it. Now, I will say this. It was a lot worse when number 23 back in the day used to come through. Because once we built up the disdain and there was a hatred between the Knicks and the Pacers, it pretty much became 90-10.
Harden turns it over. Dyson Daniels going to the basket.
That might be their first fast break point. Yeah.
Go. You know, twirl on the arm. And there just hasn't been that opportunity tonight. As Brunson scores, Banks knee. Brunson sees 3 at the line tonight. Not fouled intentionally, as he was earlier in this series. Deflected out of bounds. Alexander Walker off. Conwood knocks down the three-pointer, and that's been the growth in his game, Reggie.
Yes.
This season. And at 6'9", really playing 2 minutes there as the center, and the use it or lose it time. So they listen to Zora call the action with the rest of our team. Hawks have emptied the bench. Knicks seeing that will do so in kind as McBride knocks that one down. A 109-86. Good to listen to another Miller during the WNBA coverage as well.
Yes, indeed, Cheryl Dean.
Got a sister out there. King Wallace in there for Atlanta. He has checked in. Zachary Rizochet, the New York fans who have made
just as hard as the starters did. And now most of the boards, their cars. These is all the Knicks fans that have made their way down now.
Shamet knocks down the 3. Landry Shamet, who took a hard fall first time since game 1. Keaton Wallace, brother playing for OKC. The outside shot taken and missed by Zachary Rizochet, the former #1 pick of the Hawks a couple of seasons ago. Start 46 games for Atlanta, but really was not at the same pace of the game when he was checked in game 1. not played in the last two. According, trying to keep it happens on Derby Day on Saturday. Who welcomes you on the big board when you land at Hartsfield Jackson game at noon. Bradley's at the line for one.
No, and Paolo and Wagner. Now they have the overall #1 seed on the ropes here.
#1 in the East. The Pistons just cannot get into an offensive flow.
No.
Jalen Duren has been very quiet in this series. You saw that we'll have game 4 of that series for you Monday night on NBC. At the bottom of that bracket, you saw tomorrow night we head to South Philly as Diawara misses. The Celtics and the Sixers.
Wait a minute, we do?
Wait,
we have a back-to-back.
there is no maintenance for you. I know you've got shots in you. Kispert on the drive. Feed inside, the punch by Asa Newell.
I'm going to have to check the fine print of my contract. A back-to-back.
We can sub out for you if you need, you know.
Oh, I can't wait to get to the city of brotherly love.
Same. The two Jays put on a show, Tatum and Brown, 25 each. It was Tatum, the late baskets to beat the Sixers. Fought 4, Huck Porty, Zakolik to Shamit with 1:20 to go. Shamit. Porty denied inside from Kispert. Gonzaga Bulldog, he said, goes right at it. And it's put in by Tony Bradley. So you're Atlanta. This is demoralizing.
Yeah.
You had a chance to go up 3-1.
Yes.
You're not a team with a ton of playoff experience together. How tough will it be for them to put this behind them, knowing where they're going for game 5?
It's only one game. Can't get too high, too low in the playoffs. And it's not to say that this team can't go to the Garden and steal another one. There's going to be a technical foul on Alvarado.